Hello and welcome everyone to another classic story video. Now before we begin, I feel like I should add a disclaimer, especially with the new YouTube terms of service drama going about right now, and who better to disclaim than the meme himself, Outlaw.
First of all, before we start talking about this, I'm not condoning anybody to dip underage.
But no, for real guys, don't be stupid and enjoy the video, yeah. Now, I was a very malicious teenager, okay? I always found myself in some sort of trouble, whether it be in detention, suspension, yelling at the teacher, throwing shit in school, all kinds of great stuff. Well, today I thought I'd share the story of how I got suspended from school. It was just a normal day. I got up, went to school fairly early, met up with a friend, and we went to the baseball field behind the school to smoke the dankest of the cushes. Yeah, that was pretty much my whole junior high and high school career right there. Now, this was already stupid in and of itself because, think about it. You smoke, you do drugs on campus. It's pretty much a guaranteed way to get caught. But for the past couple weeks, I think it was actually a month or two, we were in the field, MLG phasing up behind the bleachers. Nothing happened, so we just assumed everything was going to be okay. Again, I was 15, 16, and I'm already not smart anyways, so it was just a matter of time until I got caught. And, well, this was that day. So we got back to the school, and we go to our separate classes. At this point, I thought I was safe. Class went normal. It was geometry class, so nothing really happened anyway. But halfway through the class, while everyone was working on their homework, I get called down to administration. So I walk down there. Once I get down there, they tell me that I need to go to the nurse's office before going to see the principal, which was really fucking weird. Like, what exactly is the purpose of me going down to the nurse's office? Like, even now, 4 years later, shit, not even 4, I think almost 5 now, fuck, 5 or 6, oh god. I still don't get it. I just don't understand why. I mean, I guess they sent me down so that the nurse can test to see if I was high, but like, is it really that hard to tell? Like, seriously, does she need to like wet willy my asshole to figure out how much meth I just injected? Like, what the actual hell? Now, if you didn't know, it's not hard to tell if someone just smoked weed. Literally, all you have to do is smell them. Like, if they just smoked weed, they will reek. They will fucking reek of weed. Okay? Unless they decided to get some weed-scented cologne, in which case, that's just fucking that's just disgusting. Why would you buy that? Why not just actually try to smell good? You know, get yourself some fucking Sex Panther or something.
It's called Sex Panther by Odeon.
Smells like Bigfoot's dick!
Oh my god! No!
Okay, that was a bad example. Anyway, after getting manhandled by Helga the nurse, I finally get to see the principal. So I walked in and sat down, and he looked so smug and happy with himself. And I know exactly why. I know what was coming, okay? It's because he loves asking these really stupid fucking questions. Doesn't matter how many times you go down to the office, it's always the same bullshit. It never fucking stops. You know, the questions like, do you know why I called you in here? Like, holy fuck. And literally everyone does it when you get into trouble. Like, they get some sort of fucking kick out of it, like a dad telling his first dad joke. Do they expect you to just confess your skins like the school is a fucking church and the principal is the pope? Forgive me, principal, for I have sinned. And then you do like 30 Hail fucking Marys while he sprays you down with a fucking super soaker filled with holy water.
Dads, it's time to get up, get out, and...
I have crippling depression.
Like, no, I'm not just gonna confess unless you actually have evidence and can prove to me that you have a case. I mean, that's just how it goes. If I'm gonna try to get out of it. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. If someone's in trouble, you're gonna try to get out of it unless you can prove that. It's just better to be straight up with someone than just to try to work around it. So he asked me his question, and knowing me, I fucking hate it when people ask me these questions. I know I've said this like a million times already, but it just triggers me, okay?
And they're saying them directly to you? That's a whole other level of harassment.
So, the obvious choice here was to provide an incredibly sarcastic answer, because stupid questions deserve stupid answers, right? Don't quote me on that. It went something like this. Gotta get into character. "Do you know why I called you in here?" And then I would respond with something like that stuff. Am I getting student of the month? Obviously, I wasn't, okay, and I was pretty sure that I knew what I was in there for, but, like, are you fucking serious? Like, I'm not gonna confess to you. Just tell me, just be like, look, I saw you smoking weed, alright? You don't have to fucking tell me. Drop your pants. I know you have heroin in your pockets. Like, you just gotta tell the guy, like, if he does, he does. Fuck it, right? Anyway. Apparently, my so-called friend, okay, we're not friends anymore, by the way. After this incident, I just cut ties with him. This is fucking bullshit. But he ratted me out after he dropped the pipe, okay, in his class. And so, like, he dropped it, the teacher caught him with the pipe, and then he got sent out, and he's like, so, were you smoking weed with anybody? Oh, yeah, I was smoking weed with my friend, blah, 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 blah. He just fucking ratted me out totally, and then he ratted out, like, 3 other people, and he just pretty much ratted everyone. That's just fucking stupid. Don't be a rat, guys. If you aren't caught together, don't bring your friends down with you. That's just not a good way to be. Like, oh yeah, you know, moralistic things. It's like, no. I don't know. I'm not gonna be your fucking parent or anything. Anyway, so they called me in saying that they had proof, which they didn't, that I had smoked weed. Now, I knew it was a no-win scenario because on one hand, I could just say no, they piss test me and I fail the drug test, or I just confess and say that I smoked weed. Like, I just can't win one way or another, right? So I just took this first option. I just didn't say much. They didn't piss test me or anything, ironically enough. They didn't piss test me. Instead, they brought the cop in, and the cop like went through my bag and stuff, and yep, for sure enough, I had my own stuff on me, which by the way was fucking stupid. Honestly, I was so stupid as a kid. What the fuck was I thinking? So the cop checks out my stuff, and the school ended up charging me with 3 different charges, okay? 1 was the use of illicit drugs. 2, possession of paraphernalia, Jesus, that fucking word. And 3, intoxication in a public space. Now, that may sound really bad, because it is, but I was given 2 options for punishment. Either I could go straight to juvie, or do a like parole type thing, which consisted of going to like a class for a couple weeks, writing a paper for like my parole officer, and then agreeing to be drug tested every now and again, right? Just some casual shit. Well, since I didn't want my asshole to look like a Krispy Kreme donut, I decided to go with the parole thing. Smart choice, huh? Now, I know that these classes are supposed to help kids not do drugs and like prevention and stuff, but I just gotta say, dude, they don't fucking work. All they do, okay, is they repeat the same bullshit that you're taught in every single fucking health class. Like, we get it, drugs are bad. It doesn't stop the kid, okay? It was so fucking stupid. So since it's all repetition, and I learned everything from the man himself, Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, God bless him, Custom Grow 420.
Yeah, what up, YouTube?
I was able to pass the class no problem, right? For the essay, okay, I don't know why, but I decided to write about how smoking weed, right, because it gives you like the munchies and stuff, I decided to write how smoking weed can make you fat. And that was basically my whole essay. And then at the very end of the essay, because we had to like write a feedback paragraph, so I gave him some feedback and I said, look, this is stupid, okay? You can't just repeat the same shit over and over and over again and expect kids not to do drugs, because there's obviously a problem. You would get a lot more. It would be a lot better for the kids if you just like send them all to a doctor or something. Like that would actually help, because then you can find the problem and you can fix it with the kid, right? I mean, I just kind of like went over how ridiculous the whole thing kind of is, and it's just a stupid thing that they put us through, and it doesn't really help, because for me, right after I just went back to being fucking stupid, because that's how I was. Like after all the drug tests and everything, like I was clean for the whole thing, surprisingly enough. I was cleaning all of that, and after that, I was back to being my stupid fucking self for like 2 more fucking years. Like, it doesn't fucking stop anything. Anyway, so what have we learned today? Just don't do drugs at school. It's very stupid, and it's pretty much a 100% guaranteed way to get caught. I mean, statistics show that 60% of the time, you get caught 100% of the time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night, depending on when you're watching. And yeah, take care, guys. Later.
It feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right, it feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right.